Hey there, cats and kitties. I am the Blues Man, Johnny Blues, coming at you live. Talk about episode 10 of the anime series Net-Juu no Susume. For all intents and purposes, the season finale, series finale. And there is like a special episode that was released as part of the Blu-ray release of this show, and I'm hoping that'll find its way online at some point because I'm really curious to see what story that's going to be telling. But this finale, for this series ramping up, trying to bridge together Yuta and Moriko all the while, it gave me just everything I wanted. I mean, I was laughing out loud all throughout. It brought me to tears. I was full on sobbing right alongside Moriko when Yuta is like, you're really hard on yourself. You're always, dissing yourself and saying all this nasty stuff about yourself. Have a better appraisal of yourself, have a better appraisal of the people around you, how highly you are regarded by those people, whether they be online in the MMO, whether it be me right here, Koiwai and everything like that. I mean, we all like and adore you and think so highly of you, think you are so special. You're so much more than you give yourself credit for, and it was melting my heart, and I was just completely sobbing, and then all of Moriko's reactions to everything, from putting her laundry in the dryer, and it has the little automated voice, and she's like, yes, please, dry my clothes, and when her stomach growls and she helps him make the food. Oh my God, it was just so sweet. It was so adorable and sweet. The sweetness was rife. I mean, it was diabetic. They have their spaghetti meal, and I'm like, wow, that hell of a dish they concocted there. Especially as somebody who has Italian heritage, I'm like, I want that dinner. I wanted everything they had, the rapport they have, the connectivity, the friendship, the very much more. That's what I want in my life. I want to find someone the way Yuta and Moriko found each other. And. when she's eventually going to go leave, and he's kind of like hesitant at first, but then he's like, let me walk you home, and it's just the whole thing, it was so sweet. And they get back together playing in the game, and they're both so happy. She goes to bed with a smile on her face, and they're seeing the moon while they're playing, and the whole romantic aspect of that, we're both looking at the same moon, the sort of confession of love there, and then the hand holding Koiwai gets in there toward the end, just sort of being the prankster, being the jokey guy, knows she's going to be waiting for Yuta, and he, sort of swings in there just to poke fun at them both. But they're going on the date, they're going to, dinner, go to a movie, all this kind of stuff, or vice versa, whatever it is. And they hold hands. I love how Moriko, she's evolving, she's evolved. She's taking those steps forward. And I love the contrast, showing them moving forward. And in a sense, you see Hayashi and Lily, reflected in the glass, the window of the store that they're standing in front of, going the opposite direction, sort of going back home, not going backward, but going back home where that semblance is. And, now they are just but the cushion, they're the side dish, they're the garnish to the true romance. The hand holding signifies by the end. And I love that, they're both so nervous around each other. They're both, just completely, harebrained and everything like that. And everything is, they're so skittish. Everything is nerve wracking, but it's because of how much they're endeared to each other, and they're expressing those things for the first time, and it gave me everything I wanted. This was a spectacular finale. Seeing them coming together, knowing it's solidified. I had said in my previous episode discussion video, the one thing is that I hope it's not ambiguous. I hope they don't leave it ambiguous where you don't have a definitive answer. Are they together? Will they stay together? Will it be more? And we got all of those answers. We got all of that stuff. And it was pitch perfect. So I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments below what you thought of episode 10, the finale episode of Net-Juu no Susume, if you've seen it as well. There's not really much else to say, except I loved it. It was adorable. It gave me everything I wanted. Did it give you the same? let me know in the comments below. Of course, our POVs can certainly disagree. If for any reason, which I would be mind blown if this were the case, but if for any reason you found this lacking in any way, shape, or form, let me know as to why in the comments below. As long as we have a great conversation, our POVs can certainly disagree. It's all about the topic of talk. And in this case, talking about such a beautiful soliloquy of an anime series. I guess it was the perfect number of episodes because we didn't really need any more fluff. Didn't need to be stretched out anymore. But I am going to be curious about that Blu-ray extra, special episode, whatever it is, and the story it's going to be telling. I'm really curious what that's going to amount to. And depending on how that goes, maybe I'll be back here to talk about that as well. But I loved this series. I love the characters. I love Moriko and Yuta, Koiwai, Kanbei, all that kind of stuff. And I love that they came together. It answered exactly the wishes, the hopes, the desires I had for their characters by the end. And I only wish that's what I could have in my own life. Find somebody the way they found each other. And but that's a lament for another time. Otherwise, it'll be pretty much it for me on this. Hope this video finds you well. And I'll catch you all later. Peace.